though. Let's get to the other side. The Browns had high expectations, and they missed the playoffs. Baker Mayfield, worst season of his life. He played horrible in that last game. He kind of turned on a little at the end. Do you think he's done?
I wouldn't say he's done. I think that Cleveland might stick with him for a little longer.
What do you think they should do?
I do not think they should. I feel like they came in with such high expectations for him, with him being the number one pick, a Heisman Trophy winner, and he is just disappointed and regressed every year, it seems. And it seems like he's caused issues with players on their team, things like that. Like sometimes he's not fully focused on football. I would try to move away from him, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's bad. I think he's done for. I think he's a below-average NFL quarterback. And Brandon said this to me. I think it's perfect. He's like Johnny Manziel without the off-the-field issues. Like, how much better is he really than that? He runs around, but he makes some good throws. He has a huge arm. And I think as a fan or as a person who's watching, I would say they should get rid of him. But what I think I would honestly do if I was the Browns GM is give him one more year, just because he played this year hurt. We saw a lot of the team go down. He didn't have great receivers. I think this is offseason's an opportunity to build back up everything around him, give him one more chance. Maybe bring a guy like Jameis to provide competition, or even Bridgewater. I think Baker's going to get one more year. I think he should, just because of the injury. But I think next, and also because this year's draft, I think's weak, the quarterback class. So I think I'd like to see him get one more year. I think he's going to fail, and then I think the next year in the draft, they'll go get someone, maybe Bryce Young, maybe Caleb Williams.
I think that if they can wait another year, that would be better for them, because that draft class does look really good at the quarterback position. And I also think that while Baker, I hate Baker because I was a big Odell Beckham fan. Watching him come in was very disappointing. I do think they'll still stick with him, though. It's hard for a team to give up on their number one pick like that, especially because he is still pretty young. And
what the Browns need to do to get better is go back to the run game. When we saw them in the playoffs win last year, it was all through the run game. This game we saw Dearness Johnson, through the first half, had more snaps than Nick Chubb, more carries. Kareem Hunt's been hurt, and Nick Chubb was hurt for a portion. But I think next year they need to go back to ground and pound with Chubb and Hunt. And I think their running game almost hid Baker Mayfield's pitfalls in previous years. So if they could hide them anymore, keep going for it, keep handing it off to Chubb and Hunt, get them healthy next year. And I think they can come back and win that division and get a playoff spot next year if they do that.
It's very hard to stop a healthy Chubb and Hunt combined. Because you always have a Pro Bowl caliber running back.
Kareem Hunt's Pro Bowl caliber, by the way.
I totally agree. I think that you always have a Pro Bowl level running back at pretty much full stamina in the backfield, and that's really hard to stop.
And Kareem Hunt in the passing game is insane. I think he needs a chance to get out of Cleveland, go be the number one back on a team again like we saw in Kansas City. So that'll be interesting. Let's move on to college. And